Howdy Noville fans, and welcome to another episode of Cooking with Dad Before He's Dead. I got a very simple recipe for today. It's a childhood favorite that I've enjoyed a long time, and also my kids enjoy it. Maybe Ella more than Luke, so this will be for her. But these little ham and cheese sandwiches, and it's got a little twist with a sauce that you have to put on it, so check it out. If you're a young kid and you grew up eating ham and cheese sliders or ham and cheese sandwiches, this will be the recipe for you. And for this one, it requires a little sauce that you have to make, and it's going to be basically a stick of butter, about 2 tablespoons of mustard, and also I would say about 1/4 cup of onion. Now, the old-timey recipes that are out there, it calls for you to use dehydrated onion and to do a couple of tablespoons of those, but I just like using the fresh onion just a little bit better. The dehydrated onions kind of give it a funky taste that I'm not a big fan of. And then also, you're supposed to use a tablespoon of poppy seeds. Now, I'm not a fan of poppy seeds, or I'll eat it, but I'm just not a big fan of it. So I'm not going to use poppy seeds in here, but if you want to make it and use poppy seeds, you're more than welcome to put a tablespoon of it in there. But what I'm going to start off with is about maybe about 1/4 cup of onions in there. So I want to put that in the pot. And then I will add my stick of butter. And also, like I said, a couple tablespoons of mustard. And what we're going to do with this sauce here is we're going to take a pack of roes. I'm using these King Hawaiian sweet roes. Be sure when you're making this sauce, not for it to come to a boil. All you want to do is just melt the butter and just kind of let it come to a very light simmer. We don't want to boil this mixture. Just get it melty and hot. My butter and mustard and onion mixture has melted now. I'm going to take my roes, and all I want to do is keep them in the packaging because we're going to pop these in the oven here. But all I want to do is take these and slice the whole thing in half. So however you want to slice them, that's up to you. But I'm just taking my knife and just going to cut them all in half here. There we go. Now what I want to do is I want to flip that over. I want to take my mixture here and I want to coat both top and bottom of this with my mixture. So be generous on both sides, of course, and it's going to use up the whole stick of butter. And if you do it right, you'll have more than enough. You'll have plenty. Be sure to get those oniony bits distributed on the bottom and also the top. But it's just a ham and cheese slaughter is all you're doing with this butter and mustard and onion sauce. Let's get on there and spread it out. Save some time here. And you may be thinking that's not enough, but trust me, you don't want to be too much of a sopping mess. You want at least make sure you can at least be able to hold it and eat it and not be a greasy mess. But to me, that's perfectly good. And that took up all my sauce. So we're good. And I made a mess. I spattered it everywhere. But if you ain't making a mess, you're not cooking. So I'll make a mess. Now, the kind of ham that I use is just regular old, I don't know, just Oscar Mayer processed ham. If you want to be fancy and get you some sliced ham and do that, you're more than welcome to. You're making it for you, but this is how I do it. So I'll just take 2 slices apiece and just kind of fit it in there. You may have to do some trimming, and that'd be all right. But I'm going to start with 2 slices first. Let me just take this and just fold it in half so I don't have to do any cutting. Right, slices that way. Now I'm going to take 2 more and kind of do them a little differently here. Just kind of even things out. But I want to make sure I have a good thick layer of ham. And that just makes it more better. Okay, ham is done. Cheese, Swiss cheese. And I'm probably going to use this whole pack up. But you want to do the same thing. Layer it on there as best as you possibly can. And this is all you do. Put on your ham, put on your cheese. That's what makes the sandwich. However you want to get it on there, just get it on there. But it's going to be good. Alright, that's the cheese. Now, we just put the top on. That's all we're doing. Just like that. Let's get our sides back up here if we can, so it holds it together. Now, let's pop this thing in the oven, 350. I would say start off with 10 minutes. Look at your cheese, make sure your cheese is melted. If it needs more, give it another 5 minutes. But you do not want this to burn. You want it to be toasty. And hopefully that'll be enough time to melt everything together. So, into the oven it goes. There we have it. After 15 minutes in the oven, got it out. Let it sit for a couple of minutes just to cool. Now let's go ahead and kind of cut into this little thing here. So I just want to cut the individual slaughter pieces there. And let's give this thing a taste, shall we? There we go. Look at that. Nice and popping hot. So ham and cheese slaughters with the butter, mustard, onion, and if you want to add the poppy seeds, you can. But there it is. Let's have a bite. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. For me, that's childhood memories in a slaughter. Very good. Sweet, savory, delicious. Well, there you have it. This is, again, one of my childhood favorites. I've always enjoyed it. It always makes a quick snack. Good for ball games. Good for lunch. Whenever you want one. So give it a shot, guys and gals. Try this ham and cheese slaughter. And hope you enjoy it. But until next time, toodles.